Hello, humans. Are you there? Am I here? I presume we probably are. You feeling wonderful today, my beautiful little humans? Yeah? That's good. Uh-oh. I can hear myself. I've left the window open. There it is. Bye-bye. I'm here with you. Yesterday, I had not had enough food. Today, I have consumed all of the chicken. You can see a kind of disaster area, but oh, wait a minute, why is that not working? Oh no, what's it doing? Why? Oh no, it's working again. Ah, good. The camera seemed to have stopped working there for a moment. It's working now. Okay. Weird. Weird. Okay, good, cool. It must have felt the power of the chicken. Alright? Put it in my bucket and I just slopped all over it. I'm hot already. What can I say? It's just all you wonderful people. Normally I talk about exciting things that I got that were great. Today we're going to talk about, just for a moment, about something that's not so great that I got. So I got this campaign box monster thing from official merchandise. They should not be named. Them. The TSRs. Not TSR. What are they called now? Wizards of the Coast. The reason I got it is that I thought, oh well, it's the monster box, and I was like, I could do with like, you know, lots of reasonably simple monsters. I'm not finished taking it out. Lots of reasonably simple monsters, so that, you know, I didn't have to do like I did the other day. Oh, I need some whatchamacallums. Bandits. Okay, cool. Well, I'll just use these. And so, what these are like really hard to get into for a start, because there's not enough plastic waste in the world. So they've decided to add plastic things on top of the plastic things, just in case your plastic things get thrown on the floor. So, what they've got, basically bits of plastic, whoopity-doo. Not really a huge number of them, but whatever, it's plastic. I knew this was coming. This is fine. These are fine, whatever. I object to all the extra plastic that they've got here, because, I don't know, people in America love plastic and can't get enough of it. They want to live in plastic. They want to become plastic. Become one with the plasticals. That's America. Just one giant land of plastic. But anyway, it's the campaign box. It's da-da-da-da-da. You get a bunch of these plastic discs. And they come in a box, shockingly enough. But the whole idea is that you're supposed to put these plastic thingies on them. And I thought, well, that's kind of a cool idea. I mean, they'll look good on... They'll be easy to kind of see depending on the angle that I'm going at. So that's cool. But there's not really much going on here. Right? I thought, well, we'll have all the basics to basically do anything. So you've got a bunch of monsters. Of course, none of them are actually indexed anywhere. So you have to know what they are by sight. So that's dumb to start with. And I watched a few channels, and some of them, well, none of them are great. Most of them, it's a bit rubbish. But I thought it might do what I needed it for it. You know. But really, that's kind of like probably the most collection of stuff ever, right? I like the fact we've not even bothered giving you a variety of faces. So, and as you'll note, there's no really stock bandits, so that was crap. And not only is it crap, it costs like 60 quid. So basically some crap plastic circles, which are fine. I could have got imported from literally anywhere else for a few quid off Etsy. And some crap. Oh dear, did you hear that? I think we've all just discovered why we have rubbish plastic covers. Oh well, whatever. This is probably never going to see the light of day again. And £60 down the proverbial toilet. Whatever. So one cool thing that I did do is I copied some of the characters onto even smaller area. If that's a word. I've been really bad with words today. Maybe I'm finally done for. Anyway. So that's one thing. Of course, I didn't get around to doing Brandy. So, she's still on her own. And the other thing I got... Well, I was just watching Geek Gamer. And she was talking about this. So I downloaded this. It's got stuff in it. I'm not hugely fussed about the stuff in it. I think some of the downtime stuff might be interesting. One thing I really want to get around to is doing the BeckMe domain stuff. I should probably just create some characters that are high enough level, or a character that's high enough level that makes sense. But we have some tables in here that might be good, might be useful, and we've got millions of verb tables. Quests, location-based quests. So really just another alternative set of tables. I've not read through it, so I won't be faffing about with that today. But what they did have in there, which I do think is cool, as you remember we talked about the other day, more of a dungeon tracker sheet. So probably give these a whirl, right? So if we go to the dungeon, I don't need the mouse. We'll just have to presume everything is working properly. We had this and yeah, whatever. So I was also thinking about, what was I thinking about? I was thinking about Traveller, doing some Traveller. I'm not sure which version of Traveller though. Yeah. I'm thinking about doing some Traveller. I don't know whether or not to do Classic Traveller or Mega Traveller. So we'll think about that. I've never actually played Mega Traveller, except for in the computer game version. But what I really want to do, in fact, mentioning the computer game version, what I really want to do is a version, a campaign like that, the campaign of a game. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a game called Mega Traveller 2. Came out in the ancient times. I played it on my old IBM 8080, I think it was. I think it was probably an 8080 at the time. And basically, it starts off with with someone sabotaging an ancient device on a highly populated planet, and the whole campaign is that you've got to go and find out how to stop the planet from being destroyed. So that was fun. That was that adventure, and I think it would be kind of cool to play a campaign kind of similar to that in Traveller. Problem is that I've not looked around much, but most of the campaigns in Traveller are. So I'm just copying this. Most of the campaigns in Traveller are. We've got a nice sandbox with the marsh. In Classic Traveller, most of the stuff that they've got is just adventures. And then in later versions, I note that most of it is either like there's a military campaign, there's like a merchant's campaign. And when I say campaigns, they feel a lot more like old school campaigns. As in the. What am I trying to say? The. There's a door. These are well and truly scuffed, aren't they? Oh well. That the campaigns are very much kind of like sandbox campaigns, which is fine because the Rylanor campaign was very sandboxy. But I mean, like, yeah, they don't have much in the way of story to them, which is a bit of a, in this day and age, a bit eh. There's a little island over here, and then it goes over here. Dunk, 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 and there's this weird hole, chasm, and in room, we'll call this room 1. In room 1, we encountered 2 carrion crawlers. 2 carrion crawlers, 8 servants, and 3 bandits. We also have learnt. So down here it's got a section for unique areas, but I think we'll use those for kind of just keeping track of some of the specials that we have. So we have bandit codes, right? So we've got bandit codes, and we also have bandit clothes. Oh, no, we were using the servant clothes. And servant clothes. Now, I also think that they probably told us, no, that's probably enough. Probably enough. Because we got a 1. No, we got an extreme success when we interrogated this dude. So I think he's going to tell us that there's also a grand feast going to be held. Although if he tells us other stuff about the base, and we catch that one of the things that he notes is that there's a main kitchen. So I'm going to say that we're going to find. He's going to tell us the way to the kitchen. So we're going to find the kitchen in D6 plus 1 rooms. So that's 3 rooms. In 3 rooms, we're going to come across the kitchen. That's a slide into some more of the pre-prepared rooms that are in here, right? So we've got 3 rooms until we reach that, including the one that we found. Including the one that we found with the chasm. But of course I realised after we kind of checked that out, we had to wait 3 more turns for our wizard to be awake, and we were currently on. What were we on? We were on 6-8. So we were on turn 8. So let's just get this out here, and let's put have our fighters and whatnot here. What I really need to do actually is just clean this off, because hopefully, well, let's keep it for a minute then. This is closed. These folks are here. We're waiting 3 more turns for Matey to wake up. This is closed. That's closed. This room is full of bodies. We've probably taken these bodies back into here. Made a little pile of bodies. And I reckon that has... I've got the sniffles. As you no doubt have been able to tell. I think it's because I put a joss stick on. And it's wafting. It's wafting my way. It's wafting. So that's a nuisance. Probably more so for you than for me. But, bandits dispatched. So, we're on turn 8. Put this here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd forgotten how to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, we're on. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're actually on turn 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just can't count. So there you go. So turn 6. We've got 3 more turns to go. Rest, replace torches. I do believe that we're going to thief and thief, thiefy McThief. So that's a wizard. They've used 2 torches. Do I use a wizard? Gold Chop's siege hammer. Gold Chop's been using a torch. Fair enough. And the other one who definitely has been using a torch is the thief, because the thief goes out front. So turn 6, turn 7, turn 8. Check for monster. No monster. Cool. And one more turn means wizard is awake. Had a nice sleep? Good sleep? Yes, a wonderful sleep. Thank you. Glorious sleep. So with that, we now are most probably not going to get into a fight in this section. So, put these folk over there out of the way. Take these dudes out of the way. More people out of the way. Oh no, don't take the donkey out of the way. Smiley face is with us. Cool. So, we get them out of the way. Don't need these doors. What we need to do is rub some of this nonsense out. Oh yes, I got 2 sets of decks of those cards. So yeah. So I might make my own deck of, or at least my own reference for decks, because at least for drawing down, these are all a bit too exciting looking. But it's me. Let me just get one of these. There we go. And one of these. Just get this out of the way. And trials and tribulations of using physical assets. Nah. How are you all doing? Having a good day? Still having a good day? Work good? Work terrible? I tend to find work quite indifferent, is how I would probably describe me and my coexistence with work. It pays me enough money to do this. Take from that what you will. Fair humans. Take from that what you will. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So the interesting thing is, what's the next set of rooms going to be like? And so we had this. Now we've got this. This is just corridor, right? That line that goes over there, but that doesn't actually seem to go anywhere. That looks like a trapdoor. Don't go opening that trapdoor, right? So this kind of goes up here. And then kind of goes around here. It's got some kind of rails. And what looks like a trapdoor there. Not a trapdoor, but something on the floor. So, question. Does that trapdoor open? 5 and a 6, yes. 5, so it does open. So that goes down to another layer. And to another level. Level down. We're not interested in going down a level. And we rolled for a number of... So 1, 2... So it takes us turn 4 to get to here. Because there's no room, I'm not going to roll on the room table. But it does take us to turn 4, which means we need to roll for a random encounter. 2. No random encounter. We do need to get this map turning back the other way. Something we need to do. So, next. Next room goes like so. So what have we got here? This... not really a room, is it? This is just a continuation of this corridor. So this is what I'm thinking. I think by trying to make it prettier, they've made it less legible. And also I think just by using this 3 squares for a corridor makes it really difficult to use. For the kind of OSR kind of map, right? Because 3 for a corridor is 15-foot wide corridors, which is very wide. But then it's got this wee bit coming off at the side here, which is only 10 foot, which is... We're normally working between like 5 and 10 foot for a corridor. But whatever. So this basically goes up another one, out this way into a door, and then the corridor used to go over here a bit, but there's like rubble, and then there's another door, and it basically comes down here, and this carries on going up just to really upset me. just to really, really, really annoy me. So this goes, yeah, whatever, something like this, and then it goes up there, right? It's not very exciting. So I don't think this area is going to have anything in it, because this is clearly just a corridor. And this area off here, do we think that looks like a room? I suppose, I mean, if this is a room, then that should be a room. If we imagine that actually this corridor is 1 all the way up to here, but then there's 1 up to here, and then there's actually a door there. If we imagine that, right, that it's 1 up to here, and then there's a door here that goes into this area. There's a door here, and then that crosses across, there's a door there, right? So we'll put another door here. And I've come off the bottom. So I'm going to carry on. If I go up in that direction, I'm going to carry on going down here. So the question is, are we going to open the door here, or are we going to open the door here? So 1 to 3, 4 to 6. 4 to 6. We're going to go this way, just to really rub it in. Just to really be like, oh, you're trying to draw this out. So what we've got here is this, and that looks like a long old set of stairs, right? So I reckon that goes kind of under here. So big old door. So we've got doors to a room. So this is there's a little room here, I'm gonna say, and then there's a bigger room kind of under here, and then these stairs go kind of under and back up to over here somewhere, right? That feels like at least a vaguely interesting configuration of rooms. So we're going to go right and not up. Listen at the door. So 1s, 2s, nothing. We don't hear nothing behind door. So 1 to 3. Let's see if there's anything inside the room. 5. Monster. Ooh. Monster. This is what I need. What monster will we be facing? We Book of Monsters. So this is a D12 table. 10. 2D4 Orc Mercenaries. Ooh, that's exciting. So what were orcs like in OSR? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at their wee little stat block. G-I-K-S. O comes before S, right? I think so. Oh, orc. Orcs, stupid, brutish humanoids that gather into groups of hundreds. Most are subterranean dwellers with a -1 penalty in sunlight. Occasionally warbands or even entire groups of orcs issue forth from their caverns to raid and pillage by night. Okay. 1-hit dice monsters. Cool. Armor class of 6. Fine. Where's my table of armor class adjustments? No, come back here, you. The armor class. Oh, it's on my printout. Yes. So it's like would have been something similar to chain. No, 6 would be something similar to leather plus a shield. So that's what we'll give them. We'll give them leather plus a shield. But I think that they're a bit bulkier, so I reckon that they're probably a bit easier to hit. So we're going to have them hit on an 8. Oh, much like chain. We'll have them wearing chain. There you go. That solves that little conundrum. How many are there? I've closed my book again. 2d4? 2d4? Is it 2d4? I don't know. I've lost the page. Come back here. 10, 2d4. Yeah, 2d4 of Orc Mercenaries. Let's just... Oh no, I've lost it again. Just use my little marker to mark out that page. 1 plus 3. Okay. 1 plus 3. So that means 4 orcs. Well, we can get 4 orcs. Ooh, this will be exciting. Actual correct figures. It's one of the reasons why this dungeon has orcs in it. Orcs. I mean, they're not painted. Well, they're not finished being painted anyway. So those little bits of rubbish plastic are actually supposed to be permanent lids for VM. So I only remember that because I just stood on one. So you've got 4 orcs. It's kind of a... I think it's like a 6 foot by 6 foot kind of room. I might have something to do that quite easily. Let's just check over here. That's 4 squares by 4. Yeah, 4 by 4. Don't think I'll find any 2s in here, am I? No, I'm far too... It's far too good a job moving all of my little 2s elsewhere. K. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, Loki. Ah. Get off there. So, 4 of these. We don't need these out at the moment. Shoo. Shoo, 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 shoo. Shoo. They don't pick up very easily, particularly now I don't have any nails. Get out of my way. Right. I've covered everything in stuff already. It's not what we're supposed to have done. I'm supposed to be tidy and an organised slime. A responsible slime. Oh. No, whatever. Donk. Oh, that's a hole. What have we got on the other side of it? Stairs. A chasm. A pool. Well, let's stick that over there. That looks exciting. Some of those little burning brasers. And then Does this have double doors coming in? I can't remember. No, the next one has double doors. Where are those double doors? There. Always when things aren't quite where you want them to be. Like so. And then just like a 2. A 2 would be good. Have we got a 2? You're a 2. You're a 2. Very good. Actually, saying that, I could probably do with... Oh, fiddlesticks. I do kind of need some 2s. Because I need some 2s there. I got some 2s there. Right, that's more like it. And another 2. I mean, I could do like not a 2. We could use like a... Could have a small cornery thing. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Like that. Doors there. Yeah. Doors there. And those are doors. Now, hopefully, I do think this table had... Now I've thrown it away. I think this table had... dungeon activities, dungeon rules, dungeon tricks, dungeon room details, dungeons effects, dungeon forms. Well, let's try this one, shall we? D6 for the table, 2, so this one, and another D6 to see what we're doing. 2, 3, 4. They're feeding, they're eating. So they're all sat round table having food. When we, what kind of door is it as well? 3. So the door is a number 3. Where have I put that? Here. 3 is stuck. So we're going to have to kind of wedge it open to get through. Now, things to bear in mind. 4 orcs, nom nomming. Their bases are a bit too big, aren't they? Oh well, they'll do. Nom nomming, nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. So delicious. So delicious is our food. Nom 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 nom. So they're kind of distracted. As matey boys and girls open this up. Right. Remember, orcs can see in the dark, so they don't have any lights in here. So we are reliant on everybody's torches. Like so. Where is Halfling up front? Wizard in the back. So, I think this is a situation where everyone is equally surprised. So what we're going to do is roll an initial reaction initiative to see who does anything first. It's for monsters, so they're going to roll a reaction roll. 3, 6. So they're negative, but they don't immediately start trying to stab our adventurers. So that's good. But before this fight starts, I'm going to BRB you. So let me just hit the BRB. I can't remember how to do this. Can you? I'm sure you can. You're smarter than me. Be right back. And we're back. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. So, where were we and what were we doing? Ah, yes. They've not immediately attacked, so we're not going to immediately attack them. What we're going to try and do is pretend that we are servants. So we issue the password for servants and 5 or a 6. No, let's use the table. I think at the moment, because we've killed everything apart from that. Whatchamacallit. So I reckon it's likely that they'll follow it, that they'll leave us be. So that's 65. D100. That's a dice. That's another dice. Roll them. 29. Okay, so they're going to let us go past, right? So that's good. Thank you, guys. Enjoy your food. Don't have too much fun. It's cool. I get to put my little figures out, but this is going to be room. So 2 is the chasm, and this is going to be room 3. The orcs times 4. Room not 4. Room 3. No. Room 3. Put it above as well. 3. So they're sat there eating their food quietly. Well, quite boisterously, and watching us as we go through in our cloaks and whatnot. And let's open this door, right? Excuse me, big boys. Servants coming through, and they're like, "Go on, hurry up, get out of here." Let's roll a d6 to see what's going on with this door. 3, I think 3 is stuck. Yeah, 3 or 4 is a stuck door. You got to give it a good push, they says. Watch out for that light. So this is going to be room 4, if there's anything in it. We can't be bothered to track rooms that are empty. So what's in this room? So we've done 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is room 4. Did we say room 4 was where the kitchen was going to be? I guess it makes sense. It's kind of a big-ish room. So that puts the wall around here. And if this next room is... we're going to have to rest at the end of this turn, or I'll suffer -1s. Question. Does the party decide to sneak attack these dudes? 4 to 6, yes. 1 to 3, no. 4 to 6, yes. Okay, so I reckon what we're going to do, as soon as we're going to sneak attack them, is probably get around here, go to push the door open. And then yeah, because players are stupid. So yeah, they're going to do this. So we're going to get the first attack off without the enemy knowing. First things first. Missile, no. Magic, yes. Magic, charm person. On here, it doesn't give us... Do monsters have saving throws? It's a question. Don't know if I've got an answer. So we've got monster specials, attack rolls, saving rolls, HDE, hit dice equivalent. They're used to separate monsters. Oh, right, difficulty levels, whatever. Doesn't seem that I can see any saving throws, so charm person, charm. Where are the spells? In here? I guess they must be in here. Because the spells are slightly different in this. So, spells and magics. Charm person starts with a C, yes? Charm person with a spell affects living bipeds of human. If the spell succeeds, saving throw allowed. The unfortunate creature is sleepy. So, what's saving throws? I guess, I mean, for obvious answer, it would be save as fighter level 1, right? We happen to know what that is because we've got some fighter level 1s laying around here. DFN 14. 13. So it doesn't save. So it is on the party side. And so he will initiate the attack by jumping over the dinner table and attacking his mate. So he has 1 hit dice, which means he gets 1 action. So what have we got? We've got 4 orcs. So we've got orcs, which means first orc has 5 hit points, which I guess we'll start with our one. So 5, and we'll put a little thing around him. 5, 2, 4, 3. That's convenient. We got the best one. And they're wearing chain, so targets to hit them are 7, 8s? 8s, yes. Targets to hits, 8s. Where did I put my smegging sheet? Come to me, smegging sheet. I don't need this. Not for what we're doing at the moment. What I do need is... I don't need that. Where have you hidden it, human? Humans! I can't leave anything about with you people about. You ransack all my things. I don't need this. This can go over here. Where did I put... There it is. Right. So, chain, 8 plus to hit. So for the fighters, they need 7 pluses to hit. Chain is 4 plus to penetrate, so 3 plus to penetrate for the fighters. That's a question we'll need to consider, depending on how easy all these fights get. Is should we apply the modifier to the strength modifier to the penetration roll as well? Probably. I mean, it does make sense. So we will. It does make sense. So. I should do for rest. Well, I think all the rest of them are kind of pretty much in position, right? So we've got backstab, normal attack, right? Attack. So let's work from the orc first. We'll let our orc friend Go. Grrr. And miss. We'll have halfling. So we're looking for 8. -2 for the backstab. So 6. Looking for 6. That's a 6. 6. I can't remember. My hand was probably in the way. 6. So that's a hit. Did we get through their armor? Getting through armor is 4+. Yeah. 4+. So we get through the armor. And we are going to stick to the rules, and we're going to use the light damage, medium damage, heavy damage. So we're going to roll 2d6 and take the lowest. 6. There we go. And we're going to do 2d6 and take the lowest. 1. 7. 7 points of damage. We already knew the guy was dead, but 7 points of damage makes him real dead. So he is real dead. Face down in soup, stabbed in back. Green ooze oozing out of him. Out of it. So you missed. You've hit. You can't hit anything. She isn't trying to hit anything. She is going to try and hit this orc. So she needs 8. She gets an 8. She is using a bludgeon, so she needs 3+ against metal armor. Well, yeah, she gets a -1, but she still misses. He's going to hit, so he needs a 7. He gets a 6. Right, okay. Next round. They go first. They're surprised. And I think he's going to be like, I don't understand what's going on, Greg. I'm going to go over here and try and kill this little person. And yeah, they're going to flank this guy, because I do think flanking should always be a thing. And this guy is going to come in and monge. Try and in fact, she's just going to get out of there. He's going to get in there, and he's going to get in here. Right? The advantage of moving second, I suppose. Should I let that happen? Technically speaking, yeah, it's because there's no attacks of opportunities. I mean, I suppose technically speaking, he can still attack her while she's running away. And get, I think it's like +2 to a roll, I think. Or +1 to a roll because we're using 2d6 instead of 1d20. Right. But ranged attack. But she's going to shoot into melee. Psh, she needs 7s to hit. So let's roll. 7s to hit. She gets +2 because she's deadly accurate. So 5s to hit. She hits. Does she penetrate? She needs 4 or above. She doesn't. Okay. She only gets one an attack because she also moved. Melee. He's going to attack her. So he's going to get +2 to his roll. She is on a 10 to hit. So he needs to get an 8 or more to hit. Just give him some evil dice. Curse the dice for him. Don't try and hurt our little hobbit. Yeah, she didn't hurt our little hobbit, even with your +2. Nah. And this one's going to try and stab the cleric. So to hit the cleric, he only needs a 7. He gets an 8, so he hits the cleric. To penetrate the cleric's armor, he needs a 5. He doesn't penetrate the cleric's armor. Cleric could have blocked as well. Did the cleric block? No. There you go. Cool. Melee for the other guys. This guy's going to attack. This guy needs to get an 8. Needs to get a 7 because he's strong. He gets a 9 anyway, so that's a hit. Does he manage to get through the armor? So, again, 3 plus. Right? 4 plus. 3 plus. 3 plus. He doesn't get through the armor. Orc behind needs 8. Gets 8. Does he get through the armor? Doesn't get through the armor. And last but not least, the dwarf? No. Have I rolled for them? Either way, it's a miss. It feels like no. We've got her still with an 11, so that's also a hit. Does she get through its armor? No, they all rolled ones. 3 ones. 3 ones in a row. Next round. So this is where I'm going to check what's in the next room. 3. 3 for a room check is a trap or a trick. No, we know what's in the next room. It's servants making food. Don't worry about it. Just orcs being loud and orc-like. And these are thick doors anyway. Big, thick wooden doors. What was I doing? Next round. Party goes first. So the orcs are going to stand where they are and fight, which means the party's going to stand where it is and fights, and the halfling is going to shoot its bow. So cool. Missile attack. Not use a cursed dice and a good dice. What we're on? 8 minus 1 for the dex, minus 2 for 5s. That's a hit. Armor 4. That's a penetration on chain. So 1d6, 2. It's a light crossbow, so it's almost certainly supposed to be a light weapon. So 2d6, pick the lowest. 5. Dead. Shot between the eyes with a bow, with a crossbow. No short bow even. So for me, a short bow should just be flat damage. So it didn't need to roll 2d6. Light crossbows will be 1. These 2. 6 is a miss. 9 is a hit. Needs a 3 or more to get through. Gets a 4. Got through. Oh, cool. Damage. 5. No, wait a minute. He's got a hand axe. 5. So that one's dead. And we've got a friend. So what we're going to do is hide. Let this door close, because this door would have closed anyway. Hide these guys under the table. Yeah. And our new friend is going to come with us and be very happy about everything. Killed 3. Kept 1. So we've kept ourselves an orc mercenary. How useful. How long have we been going? Oh, an hour? My word. See, I feel like an hour is probably... This is the thing that I keep on wondering about. Would it be better to... Because for some reason, I don't know why, but the other Whitebox, the first Whitebox video that I uploaded, that has 60 or 70 views. But no one signed up off the back of it, by the looks of it. Whereas the stream that I did yesterday, no one came along, but I expect that. But I have had two new viewers subscribe. 2 new subscribers. If they ever watch this, thank you very much, subscribers. We love you. You're the best. That's the water. But Dungeon Slime isn't allowed alcohol anymore, you see. Can only have water, Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper maybe, pineapple juice, apple juice. Anything as long as it doesn't have the old alcohols in it. It dissolves slimes, you see. Anyway, I thought I'd use some different assets. It's been a while since I brought these bad boys out. One of the problems is it's really hard to find what you're looking for when you've got a big old little box like this, and then you've got another big box of bigger tiles over there. Right, anyway, let's do this kitchen. So we spend a turn resting in here. Everybody who's using torch hairs needs to use a new torchy. So, where is the wizard? Lalaran? Hello, Lalaran. How are you doing, my elven individual? So she's going to use a torch now. No, that's the wrong one. That's Athelfred. He's got nothing on him because he spent all his money on plate armor and shields. Here she is. Lalaran, she's got 12 torches, so she should definitely be the one using the torches. I might cut these in half. We'll see. We'll see how dedicated I feel. Also, it might be better if I put the statistics down the side. Maybe I'll have a few more fiddles around with that. Anyway, cool. We're going to open the door and go into the kitchen. So, what's the description for the kitchen that I've got down in here? A busy kitchen with a grim head chef and 2d4 assistants. Pots of steam, pots of stew bubble away. So that is this room here. So this is room 4, right? Room 4. Kitchen. 2d4 assistants. You. 1. 4. 4 assistants and a head chef. Assistants and head chef. Now I think the head chef is going to see these 6 turn up. 5 turn up, plus an orc. And be like, you there, why aren't you working? Get back to work. My pots will not stir themselves. And they will nod and head over to look into the pots. And in the pots is an indescribable concoction of just meat and bone and mushroom and smells that they can't really comprehend. So this is kind of like subterranean. Well, I mean, it's going to be eaten by bandits, right? So probably it's not so. It's more like a goulash, right? It's tomatoey. Probably not tomatoes, because tomatoes are probably hard to come by. Maybe they're not. I mean, no, we're in a swamp. What even grows in swamps? Maybe this is one of the reasons why they're so desperate, because maybe it's like it's a thin soup, less than a stew. It's a thin soup with bits of it. Well, they've been doing a lot of raiding, so this is one of those problems that I always have. What kind of food is it? Is it delicious? I think that it's like a basic kind of marching broth. So it's got like the world equivalents of pearls of barley in there. It's got root vegetables of some description, and it's got probably. It's got. So you'd probably heard. So you probably heard in something like cows. So it's got beef. It's a beef broth with some bog herbs in it, and some other bits and pieces we've stolen from caravans. So it's quite nice. It's quite nice. Now this is where we check my party's inventories. So none of them have anything interesting. So the question is, right? So the thief, right, whilst they stood in front of these pots pondering what on earth they're supposed to be doing, thief's going to check the kitchen for rat poison. I think it's 50-50. Right? There's rat poison. So let's see. 45. 45. She finds rat poison. And so she poisons the stew, or at least some of the stew. And let's see. Does anyone? Does anyone notice her poisoning the stew? I think it's probably likely, right? So 65 or less? No, 71. No one sees her poisoning the stew. So she gets away with poisoning the stew. And I reckon they're told to head out and serve up. Well, they're told to head out after like an hour or so of doing the stew. So let's say they spend an hour in here making stew. Now note, you can only once you do 8 of these, you need a proper long rest. That's worth bearing in mind. You get great job today, everybody in the kitchen. Servants, make sure that you notify everyone that food is ready. Grr, he says, big guy, big burly man. Of course, we say. We've poisoned the stew with rat poison. Here's the question. We reckon, the best course of action then is to withdraw and wait outside of the outside for the rat poison to have its effect, right? That feels to me like a sensible approach that characters would do. Well, unless it's me playing, then what I'm going to do is get a Vulcan cannon and chain gun down all the Nazis. Playing Shadowrun at the moment, and there have been a lot of Poly Club members, and that's been fun. I like shooting them. It's good times. I was listening to the one thing that I keep on thinking is that we need a new age of a band like Atari Teenage Riot, right? So they had a song called Hunt the Nazis and Hang Them, and I think we need a comparable anthem for today. Sorry, that was a tangent. I've just been thinking about it all day and hadn't had anyone to tell about it. So I thought, they'll tell nobody. So cool. That's what we're going to do. We're going to withdraw from the venue with our orc. So we're going to go back into this area. I reckon it's going to take us a turn to get through here back to here. So that'll be 1. And random encounter? Nope. Oh wait, that's only 1. Right? So the next one takes us down into this middle corridor. So we're just going to do a card per thingy. But that's 2. We rolled nothing. 1, 2. So that takes us into this, our murder room. Nothing in the murder room. 1, 2 takes us outside. Right. So we are outside of the venue. Now, I'm also going to say that we stole some soup whilst we were there. stole ourselves some broth. We had a pot of non-poisoned broth. And we're going to wait for night. We're going to have a little camp outside. Little camp. Ooh, how nice. Isn't it? Isn't it lovely? Little sleep outside. Ooh, little sleep. Ooh. And come back in the morning. Where I reckon rat poison stew will have had an unpleasant effect on our people, but I also think I should roll for a random encounter. Ooh, I moved so quickly that the thingy had problems catching up. No, we don't encounter anything out in the wild. And we don't use a ration because we've eaten well with the non-rat poison stew. And I think that I'll come back and I'll do that later. We'll raid the zone once again. Maybe in a few hours' time, maybe tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, but soon. Also, I'm going to have a think about these cards, because this 3 squares thing is kind of annoying. I think I sat down at some point and thought about that. Where's one of my other books? Was it in here? Maybe. Seems to be lots of stuff in here. Was it this book? You can't see it because I'm over here just browsing away like a terrible, terrible guest. Not a terrible guest, terrible host. Not that one. No, not there. Oh, probably that book. Is it this book? I think so. Let's check. So at one point I was looking at doing a big old thing with people, but they couldn't. Well, I didn't manage to get enough interest in the game, so I gave up. But is it in here? Goodness, this is when I was doing this for Lost City? Might have been with Lost City. Yeah, like so. So the idea is that you could roll dice and get thingies, get geomorphs. But as you can guess, I didn't finish it because I am an awful little slime. Anyway, maybe that's me done for now. I will be back when I am back. I wish you all a good time, and I hope you all have a good day tomorrow. And I'm going to think about what version of Traveller I want to run. If anyone has any particular version of Traveller they want me to run, let me know. Otherwise, it's probably going to be Classic or Mega Traveller. And yeah, Mega Traveller interests me because everyone used to say it was so complicated. So that's kind of interesting. But those are cool because we've got a really interesting character creation system. So, yeah, awesome. Talk later. Have fun. Now I'm going to go find my mouse. It's over here. Toodle pip, humans. Toodly doo.